Only man now putting gala. They did the body last year. Eh? No, I'm not going to be man. I should not do it. And go keep my friends.
Eight crops or 8 vegetables you should plant in 2025 if you want to go into dry season farming. Now, why you should consider dry season farming in Nigeria? Now, the sad reality is that most of our rural farmers in Nigeria only practice rainfall agriculture. So once it's dry season as we are now, many of them are on strike. They will have to wait until next year rainy season for them to plant the common vegetables that we need on daily basis. Now, if you have a little capital and you have access to running water, then you should consider these 8 vegetables or crops that I'm going to recommend for you today. Number 1 is maize production. Now, why should you consider maize production business? Now, maize is one of the commodities that we love eating fresh, as roasted or boiled one. Now, I'm not even referring to the normal corn that we have in the market. I'm referring to sweet corn. Now, the funny thing is, many of us have never tasted sweet corn, or we have never seen it for a long time. The last time we ate was like 10 years ago. Most of the corn we eat today is either when we are cooking them, we add salt, or when we are roasting them, we add salt. Why are we doing that? Because we don't have sweet corn again. People don't plant sweet corn again, or people who plant, it don't even go round. So I'm referring to sweet corn here. If you can do sweet corn production this season, you will make a lot of money. Who will be your target market? Supermarket. I made a post on Facebook about sweet corn, and the guy told me that many years ago he planted sweet corn in Lagos and he supplied to Indians. The Chinese people that were in Lagos, they were the one that came and offtake from him, and he made a lot of money from that business. So if you have access to water and you can buy a seed, a pack is around 4,000 or so. You buy 1 pack or 2 pack or 3 pack, depending on how much you have, and plant, you make a lot of money. Now remember, we who are in northern Nigeria, you can see 1 corn for 400, or let me say 1 corn for 100 naira. Then if you go to other part of Nigeria, 1 corn is more than that, and when it's dry season, it will give you big money. Now the second one is okra cultivation. This is one of the soup that we love so much. People consume it a lot, whether it's dry season or rainy season. Now, bulk of the okra that we consume in this country comes from northern Nigeria. It's in northern Nigeria that you go, you see that, okay, we do a lot of dry season farming. And why you should try okra? Because it's very basic. It doesn't require much for you to do. And all these crops that I'm mentioning here, within 90 days you harvest, depending on the species. But for most of the hybrid, within 90 days, if you plant your corn, you will harvest. Within 40 days, if you plant your okra, you will harvest your okra and start making money. The next one, which is the third one, is watermelon cultivation. This one requires a lot of water. So you need to have access to a place where you will always have water. But if you plant watermelon, you are going to make a lot of money, because we consume it year in, whether it's rainy season, whether it's dry season. The demand for watermelon never goes down. So you can consider planting watermelon in your community, maybe for the first time, to see whether this works. There are many of us who stay in community where we have idle body waters enough. I remember in 2019 I trained some farmers in Benue State on dry season farming many years ago now. Yeah, 2019 is many years. So they did watermelon. Now, when that watermelon did so big that one could be like a bucket, like this 20 penta, this pent rubber, that was how one watermelon was. So one of the challenge we had with that farm, that project, was that a lot of boys will come there in the knife and harvest the watermelon. And because it's something that you need to cook, Once you just cut with your knife, you are good to go. So the following year when I went there, because I was working with a seed company, I was selling seed. So the following year when I went there to sell my seed to them, they told me, "Oga, this your seed is good, but we can't buy." I say, "Why?" They say, "If we tried this thing last year, the one we got for ourselves and sold and made money was too small. Boys will come in the night to harvest because the watermelon was extremely sweet and big." I still have some of the seed today. So you can also consider watermelon. The next project you can consider is pepper. We have different varieties of pepper. Could be chili pepper, bell pepper, yellow pepper, atarumbo. There are a lot of different varieties depending on the names you call them. But you can also try pepper production this dry season. It will give you good money. We have pepper that you can do within you can plant, and within 90 days you harvest. And all this, I would advise you to go for hybrid. Remember, you are doing it for business, so you need to go for something that will give you good return investment. The fifth one is tomatoes. There's a lot of demand for tomatoes all year round. People need fresh. It's one of the reasons why I find it difficult advising people to dry their tomato. People eat dry tomato, yeah, but they eat that because there is no fresh. Especially for we in Nigeria, people go for dry tomato because the fresh one is not there, or the fresh one becomes so expensive when it's dry season like this, so they go for dry tomato. I'm not saying dry tomato is bad, but based on our market and based on the research I've done, people hardly go for that. It sells. They have it in mudu, a cup, rubber penta, one bag. It is a lot of money too. But what I'm trying to say is that this dry season farming, if you plant tomato, you make a lot of money. Another crop that you can also plant is cucumber. If you plant cucumber now, within 40 days, within 90 days, you will harvest and start making money. It's also let me say, should I call it a vegetable that people need a lot? Many people consume it in our events, go to restaurants, people make juice out of it. There is so much demand for it. So if you can invest your time into this business, plant cucumber, plant maize, plant okra, plant watermelon, you make enough money. Another way you should try for your dry season farming is onions. In northern Nigeria, we have planted it already. Dry season, I have some of my farmers in Kano who were sending me pictures and videos of the onions they are planting. So now that onions they are planting will harvest it in dry season. So they plant and irrigate. They will harvest it in season where onions one bag will be selling for 200,000, 500,000. That will be when they will be harvesting their own. It's not too late, depending on where you are. Though I believe it's not too late, you can also plant onions and you make a lot of money. Now the last but not the least is eggplant. Eggplant simply means we call eggplant garden egg for many people, but the English word for it is eggplant. You can also plant it. It has seed. Many people don't even know that yes, it does have seed. So you can buy the seed, do your planting this dry season, and you are going to make big money. Now, what are the challenges of dry season farming? Number one, water. Remember, you are the one to provide water for the plant, for the vegetables. So it's a big challenge. If you don't have your farm close to a river bank, then it therefore means you have borehole. And you having a borehole also means you need a borehole that will not get dried. And using a borehole simply means additional cost for you, because you will need to first pump water to your tank before you start distributing to any of the vegetable that you are going to plant. It's capital intensive. These are the challenges. And again, you are competing against theft, because as at this time there is scarcity for all the vegetables I just mentioned here, and hungry people are looking for them too. So you don't want to set up your farm in a place where you do your planting, then those useless youths will come and harvest it for you. So it's a security threat. Is a big challenge. Water is a big challenge. Then the next one is market. Market will not be your challenge, or market shouldn't be your challenge, but because you're a beginner, market will be a challenge for you. You need to know which of the market you are going to sell and at what price. Will their purchase price be able to match your cost of production? You have to know all of this, because before you have a competition that is coming from the northern Nigeria, because people who do dry season farming in large quantity, or let me say in larger scale, are the one that will make profit. So you planted tomato 1 hectare, I did 10. My cost of production will be lesser than you. I will make more profit than you. And the sad thing is that we are selling in the same market, so I can sell cheaper than you, and you, if you try to sell cheaper, you will be in loss. So you have to be very careful. If you have supermarket that you're targeting with your okra, restaurant that you're targeting with your okra, fantastic. You know that, okay, you have a market. Your sweet corn that you're planting, if they are restaurants, if they are chef, if they are hotels that need, supermarket that need, you know that, okay, I have a target market. But if it is those ones that roast this corn by the roadside, it's also a market, but you should know that they will not buy as a supermarket. So you have to calculate how much can they pay, so you will know how much it will cost you. You don't need to invest big money in buying expensive gadget, say dripping equipment for you to start. You can do your pilot phase as basic as possible. You get a pumping machine, you get your hose, and you irrigate your farm. That's all. And another challenge you face is cost of input like fertilizer, seed. This seed I just mentioned here, they are not cheap. One of my boss own a seed company. I buy seed from him. Those seed are not cheap. They are hybrid seed. So for you to be able to afford them, it takes a lot of money, but it's all profitable. So if you are considering, or you have been looking at, what can I plant this dry season so I can make money pending when rainy season comes, then you should consider any of the vegetable I just mentioned here. You don't have to do all. You can choose one. If I were you, I'll go with maize and okra, because I can intercrop them. I can plant them together. I can plant my okra and plant my maize on the same land. Or I can do garden egg and okra. Or I can do garden egg and maize. Or I can do garden egg and watermelon. I can do pepper and tomato. You can intercrop. At the trial phase, you can intercrop them. Of course, you need someone to guide you, but this is just an idea. Do your own research, study your soil, know your market, know what is available for you in your community. If you don't have access to water, then it means you can't do the business. If you have access to water but you don't have money to buy the seed, then you can't do the business, or you might not be able to do the business at a scale that you want. And all of this, one of the cheapest one for you to start is that okra. Okra is the most cheapest for you to do. It doesn't require much water for it to even grow. So these are some of the simplest ideas that I want to share with you today. So if you are looking at dry season farming, pick any of them and try it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel and stay connected. My name is Dennison, your billionaire farmer.